Good morning, everyone. Professor Pandit, our Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks in India, respected dignitaries on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I have kept the salutations brief because we have a very long list of distinguished people sitting with me on the dais. As the keynote speaker, I wish to speak on the theme for today, which is intellectual property, the race to digital transformation. The technological revolution will not be televised, is what Gilles Scott Heron wrote in a poem he recited in 1970. The revolution, however, since then has been televised, live streamed, TikToked, Instagrammed, and whatnot. The latest revolution has been AI'd, blockchained, and clouded, if I can say. The integration of business models in the digital space have brought before enterprises several challenges in the way of a fervent necessity to transform their modus operandi overnight, especially in the wake of COVID-19. So we can say thank you, COVID-19, because you transformed the world, and what would have happened maybe 7-10 years later has happened yesterday. So there is a silver lining to everything that is otherwise very dark and bleak. It is unfortunate that we've lost many of our dear and near ones, but we have also progressed. We have been also able to overcome the flu that came in the 1920 and the disease that came in 2020, which were much different. The necessity to make a sizable presence of the services in the digital space have resulted in a changed ecosystem worldwide that can be branded as digital transformation, that often transcends beyond the strata of customer-based service methods and needs a cultural hall necessitating on constant survival of the business in the digital world. The greatest danger in times of transformation is not transformation, but to act with yesterday's logic. So we must be disruptive. We must accept change as a constant that is there in our lives. If the focus was India, I can only say that India is ready to transform. With the Digital India campaign, India as a global economy is moving towards a strengthened IP regime. Major industries have used the knowledge of IPR for their life cycle management, product positioning, monetization and valuation. However, as we all have seen, law always plays a catch-up role. With technology meaning the transformation, be it digital or otherwise, would always pose challenges. Thus, it must be understood that the way to complete digital transformation is the complete transformation of the digital ecosystem that exists with a greater focus on the ICT, artificial intelligence, metaverse, blockchain, virtual and augmented reality that has been diffusing into most of the industries, and innovations in this space must be supported by means of proper funding and collaboration. There must be amendments to include the new innovations in software that aligns to the hardware innovations under the patents, for instance. Japanese Patent Office has issued guidelines to examine inventions related to artificial intelligence. Moreover, the technology-driven ICT sector must have complete IPR-backed protection from the formulation to the distribution of the innovation as a project. For this, there should be a close contact between the incubators, IP heads, attorneys, accelerators, and other stakeholders. If the workforce can be trained well to provide the necessary ecosystem for the IP-backed innovation, of course, with more diverse and intense R&D in this regard, then the race for India to be a global leader in the digital transformation and digitization space can be achieved with ease. Just like proper regulatory policies for the UPI has made India a leader in the digital payment space, and this has outgrown the demands for the blockchain-based cryptocurrencies. We must laud the Government of India's efforts to strategically move towards digital transformation, since we know fully well as digital transformation is not mere switch you can turn on with a desirable amount of investment. There is a method to do it the right way. Also, on behalf of our IP fraternity, I would like to thank Professor Unnat Pandit, our respected Controller General, who has driven the changes at the Indian Patent Office at a pace that has never been experienced before. Kudos to that. Thus, for the IP leaders, the mantra, therefore, must be to see innovation and AI not as an artificial intelligence replacing human intellect in the growth towards digitization, but to see it as an augmented intelligence that shall help us meet the global standards with proper policy formulation in this area. I take this opportunity to thank the young team of both Naveen and Jeet and his entire team, of course, who have for 11 long, I would say, years, given us year after year a better standard of the World IP Conference, and kudos to that. I would like to end my address by citing a study from McKinsey which shows that 70% of all digital transformation projects end in failure, which only suggests that when digital transformation is done right, it is a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. But when done wrong, all of you must know that it is just a caterpillar. Thank you very much.